As you can see, my hair looks a mess, so I'm just gonna put this on. So just get that out the way. Alright, what's up, y'all? We back with another video. I haven't uploaded in so long because ever since my last upload, I've been busy getting ready for school because I go off to college this week. So I just figured I should get a video out. Also, I've been on TikTok making sports stuff, mainly basketball. That'll be in the description too if y'all want to check that out. But anyways, let's get to the video. So anyways, let's talk about the Russell Westbrook trade because I know everybody is. So my initial thoughts on this was, at first I thought it wasn't real because why the hell would LeBron go out and get Russell Westbrook? And he already isn't a good shooter. Anthony Davis isn't the shooter that everybody thinks he is, Just because he can shoot a three, that doesn't mean, he's a knockdown three-point shooter. Yes, you got to respect it, but, you would like him to take the mid. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, you would like him to take the mid-range shots instead of taking the threes because I think he's a streaky shooter just like LeBron. And you adding Russell Westbrook into the mix, that's even worse because he's a ball dominant, the worst the worst volume scorer in NBA history, and the numbers back this up. You can literally go check this out. But as it came through on Bleacher Report and ESPN, I was like, this is actually a thing. So, my mind was like, how is this going to work? How is LeBron going to win a title with this team as it's constructed? Because looking at the details, they gave up what was already a shallow roster. They gave up pretty much a lot of their bench depth. They traded KCP, I think. They traded KCP. They traded Kyle Kuzma. Lakers fans don't care about him. And they traded Montrezl Harrell. And you got to thank Montrezl Harrell for bringing up that team option because, that wouldn't be possible. Or this trade wouldn't be possible without him. So, let's talk about the positives first because I don't want to be somebody who just rains on LeBron's parade because then I'll be labeled a hater, which I'm not necessarily a LeBron hater. I just enjoy trolling him sometimes or trolling the fan base because it's funny. The positive that this brings to the Lakers is like, does it outweigh the negatives? Not really, but the main thing that he is bringing is his playmaking because, LeBron, when he's not on the court, the offense kind of stagnates and, you're going to need that guy to, what the fuck, PSN? You're going to need that guy to, keep the offense in rhythm, keep him flowing because last season, even though the two best players were injured in the playoffs, when LeBron wasn't on the court, the offensive rating dipped like 30 points. It was like 109, then dipped to like 70 something. So I could understand what they were doing, getting another playmaker, but this playmaker, the guy who does everything in volume, you're not going to get efficiency, but at least it's happening because after the All-Star break, he averaged like 22, 13, and 12 with like 5 turnovers and shot like 41% from the field and 31% from 3 and 70% from the line. Like, that's kind of scary, honestly, even though, it's Russell Westbrook. He's never efficient. So he does bring that extra playmaking to the team when LeBron gets on the court because now he has to take a lesser load. He doesn't have to, but he can take a lesser load. And the physical toll of which his body is taking, it's not going to be as effective as you may think it is going to be. So another positive, in my opinion, because there aren't really that many positives. So I didn't come up with this. It's just I thought about it. It's how their offense is going to run. So how when LeBron and AD on the court, the offense mainly runs through those two guys. They work inside out. They get everything in the paint going, and they kick it out to shooters. So what I was thinking was, what if Russell Westbrook was the main initiator and LeBron took a step back and became more of a scorer instead of a playmaker? Yes, you wouldn't be utilizing LeBron's full potential, but having LeBron as just a scorer, imagine what he would do. I'm not saying he'd be out here like Will Chamberlain averaging 50, but I could say, honestly, I could confidently say he'd average about 27 points on good efficiency. And I'm getting that idea from what Jordan did. He wasn't the initiator of his offense. He was more of just a scorer. He was asked to score, play defense. That's all they asked Jordan to do, and he did it at an elite level on both ends of the court. So if you were to ask LeBron to just, hey, be a scorer and go play defense, I think he would be really good at that because he's never been asked to just score. So what kind of offense they will run? They run an offense just like what Jordan and the Bulls ran, triangle offense, where they get isolation and post-ups for LeBron and AD. Like that is scary. Think about it. You have to guard AD on one block, and on the other block there's LeBron. You know, he can hit his post fade, but you saw what he was doing in the playoffs before they flamed out. He was able to hit he was able to work from the post. So yeah, and especially when you saw him play against the Heat in the finals last year, he was working out of the post a lot. So yeah, he's taken a big leap as far as, you know, skill wise. He's always been skilled, but like, you know, the nuances of being a post-up player, he's really improved in that. Having that type of system around LeBron where he's not asked to do that much and he's just in his own element scoring, that would be very fun to watch. Do I think he's going to win a championship? Maybe, but we got to see how it works first. I'm not going to say it's not going to work because I haven't seen him play yet, but you know, we have to see how it works. We got to look at it for what it is. We got to look at the positives and negatives. Speaking of the negatives, let's get into the negatives. The spacing is messed up. Now, I'm not expecting LeBron and AD to become 40% three-point shooters, which LeBron has shot 40% from three at one point. So I'm not saying he can't do it, but if he were to shoot 40% this year, then the league's in trouble, honestly. This plus the bench depth, you know, the team really isn't that deep, and now with free agency coming up soon, then they have to really fill the roster out with shooters. I think they're interested in Carmelo, which, you know, he's a serviceable three-point shooter. He's a decent defender. But, you know, really you're going to need wings. You know, you're kind of fine on guards. You don't need that many guards. You know, you still got Alex Caruso, who's still there. You got Russell Westbrook. You have THT. I wouldn't, you know. You're pretty fine on guards. You just need wings. And you still need a big man because Marc Gasol and Andre Drummond are going to cut it. I'd probably move Drum, honestly, because you have no business being in this offense or this team in general. Outside of that, you have LeBron, who is ball dominant. Now, I have seen him play off ball. It's not, you know, amazing, but so you have two ball dominant guys and one guy who likes to post up, and you've seen what all these guys can do on the team by themselves. So they've been used to being that guy, and like I said, you know, like LeBron said, or somebody said, they met at LeBron's house and they talk about putting their ego aside to go get a championship for LA. So who's going to put their ego aside? I never saw LeBron as having a huge ego, even though he calls himself the best player in the world. Oh my God. Yeah, he calls himself the best player in the world from time to time. So, you're not the best player in the world, by the way. Aside from the ball dominant guards and the spacing on this team, what I would suggest that the Lakers do is to change their whole system from top to bottom. So Russ can be Russ and LeBron can be just a scorer. AD is a scorer. He's not a playmaker by any stretch of the imagination, to me at least. He can pass, but he's not a playmaker. And if you just have those two guys, AD and LeBron, work out of the post, you know, work inside out. You know, you have Russ on your occasional backdoor cuts, have his little isolation possessions, then it can work out. But, you know, the Nets are still the favorite, though. But this was just me getting a video explaining my thoughts on the Russell Westbrook trade. If you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to like and subscribe for more, because I will be uploading more of these as free agency progresses. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later in the next video. Goodbye.